This is Anzac Day Football, live on Mix FM. For Taylor Toyota Hamilton, genuine servicing and a massive range of parts and accessories. LNCT 403, Hamilton versus Portland from Melville Oval. Hampton League Anzac Day Football live on Mix FM.
Before we do that, beautiful work by Alan Blackburn in the break. Of course, with that interview with Lockie Patterson, he was legitimately standing 1.5 metres away from Lockie. He just couldn't quite find him. And then earlier on in today's proceedings, Silly, we had a little hoofy went off with a short wrist, and he gave us the all clear. He's having a sensational day. He's loving life at Melville Oval.
He is. And as we speak, Matty, early in this third term, it's just they got underway. It's right, a bit of... Anyway, thanks, Dave.
Music.
That's right. But Jared Holt's got the football in his hands now. He'll kick from about 35 metres out and try and put the Hamilton Kangaroos further in front. They lead by 9 points currently. He wants to get it to 15 and has pushed it to the left for a minor score. So they go to 4-3-27. The Portland Tigers 2-5-17. We've played a minute in this third term, and it's brought to you by Sun Gold Milk, fresh local milk. Let's go around the grounds thanks to 1-3 Cabs getting you home safely. And at the MCG, we're approaching towards the end of the third term. It is the Collingwood Magpies 7-12-54, Essendon 5-10-40. So a good lead there to the Collingwood Magpies thus far.
And just recapping too, the Carlton Football Club had their first win of the season with a 40-point victory over the Saints down in New Zealand with their big Anzac Day clash earlier. Greggy?
Yeah, absolutely. Matty, just... while we've got a little break, I just wonder if I could mention the Portland Footy Club, soon as we're broadcasting there today. But they're running a raffle, only 300 tickets for sale, $100 a ticket, for a brand new Mazda 2. And, of course, that's from Warrnambool Automotive Group, Warrnambool Mazda. We are proud sponsors of Portland Footy Club. And so your chance to own a brand new Mazda 2 for just $100, mate. Awesome. Only a limited number of tickets for sale, 300. If you want to grab one, 0405 937 820 and see Casey Anson at the Portland Footy Club. Host of other prizes, also a day out when that raffle is drawn. But as I said, you could own a Mazda 2 for $100. So tip in, get involved, and you could be driving that shiny new Mazda 2.
Yeah, good cause. Good handball there by Finnegan, trying to find Murray, who's tackled there by Monaghan. Got the handball out there, looking for Jackson. He's coat-hanged, and the umpires found him over the shoulder, and he'll have a shot at goal here for the Portland Tigers and try and get these Tigers back in the game, Eyes.
He's knee-high to a grasshopper, this young Daniel Jackson, but he's as brave as Ned Kelly, mate. He's a beauty, isn't he? And played a ripper game here today, and this might be a very, very tough kick for these little legs, but he's going to have a crack from about 50 out.
Well, I'll tell you what, they look like they're pretty powerful legs here from the commentary box, so he's going to kick from about 40 metres out on a slide angle, coming in. Daniel Jackson, big kick, kicks to the top of the square. Big fly there by Moody, punched over the line, and we'll have a minor score for the Portland Tigers. 2-6-18, they trail the Hamilton Kangaroos 4-3-27. 3 minutes gone on the Shojan concrete scoreboard, and this third term brought to you by Sun Gold Milk, fresh local milk here at Melville Oval.
Mule and Dykes now it is for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Big long kick from fullback, straight down the guts virtually here at Melville Oval. That was Purcell over the top. Just built what he maybe could have took. It's pretty trying conditions. Here's Pepper, the doctor. He gets it out to their young Monaghan. Snaps around the corner. Goes to a half-forward. Flick back in there by the youngster Quinn. Working overtime for the Kangas. Been gathered though for Portland. Going in nice and hard there was number 24 in Jesse Murray. He's wrapped up. It's pretty physical start to this third quarter. Both these teams fair bit on the line. Here's Dignam, went out of the game in the second quarter. He gets the handball back inboard. That is to his Portland teammate. Goes to centre half forward. The Kangaroos got numbers here, and they're going to mop up through that man Murphy. Or are they? Because he's been wrapped up in a bone-jarring tackle. The umpire says, holding the football, play on quickly. Here's the coach of Portland Tigers. What's he done from 45? He's pulled it to the right. And it's the first score of, it's the second score, I should say, of this third quarter. It takes the Portland Tigers to 2-7-19. They're trailing the Kangas 4-3-27. 4.5 minutes gone, third quarter.
Might go down to you. Blake is on the boundary thanks to Isles General Store. The intensity looks like it's been lifted by the Portland Tigers early in this third term. You there, Blakey?
Yes, mate, you there?
Yeah, we've got you now.
All right, mate. Yeah, really good. It's going in nice and hard now, and they need to get some scoreboard pressure, especially kicking with a bit of a breeze this quarter.
2-7 they've kicked so far, so 9 shots of goal to the 7 of the Kangaroos, and they're trailing by 8 points. So ball here on centre wing will quickly go around the grounds thanks to 1-3 Cabs. WD for now, Old Collegians to Caloranera. Jace Maloney, what's the latest up there at Old Collegians, mate?
Yeah, g'day guys. Game over here at Collegians. Calora have run away with it with the win in the last quarter. So 11-12, 78 to 8-6-54. Calora have got up, which is a good win for the boys.
Yeah, great win for the Caloranera, and we thanks Jace Maloney for being our around the groundsman here this afternoon for the Old Collegians Caloranera, where the Powers won once again under new coach Danny Finn. Ferguson kicks forward, looking for a teammate, but chopped off there by Mather, and he'll get the ball rolling there to Haylock for the Portland Tigers.
Haylock's got a bit of space on that far outer side, goes straight down the guts. Good fist though there by the youngster in Noski for Hamilton, being gathered though by Portland. That's Falcone. Falcone goes bang from about 40 metres out. What's he done? He hasn't even scored. It's actually hit the behind post, and we're going to have a ball up deep in Portland's attacking 50. 6 minutes gone. It's an 8-point lead to the Kangaroos. Greg Kelson.
Yeah, I want to make special mention of a young bloke who mightn't go in the stats book a lot today, but Luke Ubergang. We highlighted the fact that Jake Dignan was on fire early, the first quarter. Since young Lukey's gone, and he has worn him like a glove, taken that influence right off the game. So, like I said, you don't often get many accolades for those things because he's not on the stat sheet, but gee, he's done the job here today for Hamilton.
Maybe a contender for that Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day for that $50 fuel voucher to our best of field. He's played a very good negating role thus far, Luke Ubergang, and wearing him like a glove. And there's just been a little bit of argy-bargy between a few of the midfielders.
Including those two.
Yeah, exactly. So ball on that outer side, half-forward flank, favouring the Portland Tigers. No one can get clear disposal. In there is Feely for the Kangaroos. Unable to get it out. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll have another stoppage right on the 50-metre line. But I'll tell you, there's a few other players that have sort of caught my eye maybe for Matthews Petroleum. That's Jordan Murphy for the Hamilton Kangaroos. And I think Luke Crane's been pretty good for the Portland Tigers as well.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, there's a host of others there. We can discuss it soon, Trent, but been some good players on both sides all over the ground.
Let's go down to you, Blakey, thanks to Isles General Store.
Yeah, mate, Nathan Haylock for me has been good across half-back for the...
Yes, I'm with you. You might be slightly out of range there, Blackie.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Haylock's been very impressive, though, for the Portland Tigers. A little bit of feeling, as you said, Hilly. Players pushing and shoving, a little bit going on off the football here. We have played 7.5 minutes of this third quarter. Mather this time gets it down. Quick kick off the pack goes Hamilton's way. Good contest there at the full forward line. It's going to be gathered. Oh, good gather by the big fella. Gets a handball to Moody. Moody can't quite pick it up and sees the ball out of bounds. And not overly happy with the attention he got. But I tell you, another quid there. That's Sammy Quinn. He's been
good.
very, very
Really
impressive.
good.
For the Kangaroos this afternoon, and he's certainly got to be a contender for the Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day.
So ball thrown up, no one got that clear punch away. In there is young Haylock, the first game of Paddy Haylock. Ball hits the ground. In there is Edwards, skips around one, skips around two, tackle to the ground, moves it forward, well trapped there by Ubergang, tackled straight away there by Dignan. He's all over him, and we'll have a stoppage about 30 metres out from the Portland Tigers goal.
Isn't it just one-on-one footy at the moment? There's just one-on-one contest right over the ground. It's a great contest. And the next 10 minutes of this match, so pivotal, Greggy.
Yeah, I've got to say, though, Matty, it's spent most of its time inside Portland's forward 50, so they just need to get a result here, though, don't they?
They do, and they're unable to get it out. Maybe holding the ball. Umpire's found a throw, a free kick, and that's against young Sam Quinn. And we're going to have a shot. Mitch Bunworth for the Portland Tigers to try and narrow that gap down to 2 points here in this third term. 8 minutes gone. So Bunworth, great tackle. He's up against the boundary, but he's on the preferred side for a right footer. So Bunworth, can he get the Tigers back into the game? Comes around with a snap, but just doesn't get around enough. And another minor score. So 2-8-20 the Portland Tigers. Hamilton Kangaroos 4-3-27. Shojin Concrete scoreboard. 9 minutes gone this third term. Brought to you by Sungold Milk, fresh local milk.
And we're going to head to Greg Miles too for his call, the third leg of the quaddie. What have we got in this leg, Greggy?
We have the numbers 3, 5, 6 and 7. So good luck to Peter Hurst playing the Flexi Quad thanks to Mickey Burke's Hotel.
Let's go to Greg Miles.
Greek Caro being followed then by Stipulate the Rail. Two behind these is the Bowler, followed by Verdant in the white and red cap, followed Maldonado. Chance to Dance, Kenjawood. Silver Ball right to the outside, but he's at least a dozen lengths away from the leader, maybe more. And then Zanbar and a break to Kildini back to keep up. Around the turn, Spacecraft, he stays right over on the inside. Let's see how he goes down there. Longeron turns about 3 to 4 lengths away, and he's making the beeline to the outside rail. The Bowler's going there. Silver Ball has found the outside fence. Mellum's got him onto the fast lane, but Kenjawood got there ahead of him. He's in front of him. Spacecraft comes back now, and the Bowler and Longeron at the 200 metres race up. Kenjawood starting to run on. Is there enough room to get there? It's the Bowler from Longeron with 100 to go. The Bowler and Longeron from Kenjawood. It's the Bowler. He's found that fast lane the best, and the Bowler drew away, beat Longeron 3/4. Kenjawood's run third, and then Silver Ball fourth from Spacecraft. They're followed by Chance to Dance. Next over, Verdant in the red cap from Gricaro, and then St. Olsena. A long break in the field to stipulate Maldonado, and back there too is Kildini, Zanbar, and back last Rudham Heath.
9, the winner, the Bowler for Nick Hall, 7:30 and 2:10. 12, Longeron second, 280. Third, 5, Kenjawood, 2:10.
How'd we go, Greggy?
We're out of business. There's only one lane there at Flemington. Unless you're in it, you're in a bit of trouble. And the Bowler found his way there, and he's racing in fine form, actually.
I'll tell you what, one bloke to be in the fast lane will be Charlie Pickett on the trip home. It'll be into you, Greggy Kelson, as the ball sees the players out deep in Portland attacking 50. It's a 7-point lead to the Kangaroos over the Tigers. We have played 11.5 minutes of this third quarter action, all thanks to SunGold, fresh local milk.
So ball hit the ground. In there is Murray, tackled straight away into the ground. Our umpire says, give it to me. We'll have another stoppage. Might go down to you, Blackie, thanks to IELTS General Store. Anything you've noted so far halfway through this third term?
No, Hilly, it's pretty hard footy, isn't it? A lot of good tackles and that, but the goals are going to be like gold. So, look out, he's pulled one out right in front here now. So.
He certainly has, and you speak about gold, the rainbow's out, so maybe there might be a goal at the end of that pot of gold for whoever's kicking towards that end.
Going on here too.
A little bit of feeling here in the forward 50 for the Portland Tigers, but it's going to be young Bryce Finnegan to try and narrow that gap down to 1 point.
Is this a cousin of Mick Finnegan?
Well, it could be. It could be.
His father's a Port Fairy Finnegan, Matty, so...
it could be a big chance. So Bryce Finnegan, he's going to kick from 20 metres out and try and narrow that gap down to 1 point here at Melville Oval. Coming in, Bryce Finnegan, the youngster. What's he done? He's done what they've been doing all day, and that's kicking it to the left or the right of the goals, and another minus score. So they go to 2-9-21, the Tigers. Hamilton 4-3-27. 12 minutes gone, third term. And this quarter brought to you by SunGold Milk, fresh local milk. Waldron gets through and tries to get the run through there by Sam Quinn.
He does, gets a handball to Quinn. Quinn kicks down the line. Portland got numbers here. Big fist over the top, this time by Haylock. And seeing the ball out of bounds there is Jake Cleary-Jones for the Portland Tigers. And we're going to have a ball up 70 metres out from Hamilton attacking 50. We have played 13 minutes of this third quarter action. The ball comes down again. The sun shining on the rainbow. Melville Oval. Muhlendyke's on the left boot. Kicks inboard. Looking for Jared just over the top of his head. Gathered at centre half forward. Here, number 22. That's Lukey Ferguson wrapped up. Oh, what's going to happen here? It stacks on the mill at centre half forward. Umpire just letting it go. They're crashing and bashing. And the play's just going to just keep going here. What's happening? There's a lot of people around that contest. The handball comes out to Muhlendykes again. Gets it back to Quinn. Quinn to McIntosh. McIntosh to the youngster who spots up a teammate. And a nice kick under a little bit of pressure. And beautifully done. That is by the youngster there in Damien Monaghan. And he's found the skipper, Hamish Waldron, who's going to go back and have a shot. Wants to play on quickly. Gets it to Muhlendykes. Muhlendykes goes bang. It's coming back, but not far enough. And it goes through for a minor score. And that takes the Kangaroos to 4-4-28. They lead the Portland Tigers 2-9-21. 14 minutes gone, third quarter. Let's go around the ground thanks to 1-3 Cabs, Camperdown, Cobden, Spook. What's happening, Spook?
Yeah, three-quarter time, Camperdown 4-10-34, Cobden 2-3-15.
The Bombers still in it, Spook?
Yeah, well, I reckon it's a 2-goal win, but it's tough to score. A lot of stoppages, a lot of contests, a bit of rain around, so, yeah, and Paul Foster went off the first ankle, I think, in the third quarter, and Camperdown lost Luke Clark early in the game to a corky, so that's probably evened it up.
Great stuff, Spook. Let's go up to Brendan Dobson, Terrain Mortlake v. Karoy. What's happening up there, Dibsy?
So we've had a challenge called, training more like a challenge call. It's 20-minute mark of the third quarter, 10-12-72. Training more than 5-13 crew.
Beautifully done. So the blood's coming home a little bit quicker. Back here in our Hammer League Live match of the day. The Kangaroos, what have they done? They've just slotted one. The ball come over the back of the pack and a nice little bit of finish there. I reckon it might have been either Tommy Waters or Nathan Chester for the Hamilton Kangaroos. A snap around the body, Trent Hill, and what a great little finish that was.
Yeah, it was Tommy Waters that done that snap, and we'll put that down as a Warrnambool Gyprock Player of the Day contender. Read it beautifully, gathered on that boot, put it around the body and kicked a nice goal to increase the lead there to 13 points. Nice, Kelson.
Yeah, and do you realise that there hasn't been the last goal kicked by Portland was at the 14-minute mark of the first quarter, boys. They've had a hell of a lot. They've had more of the football inside their 50, but as they have done all day, Hamilton's made the most use of their entries inside.
So ball thrown up now. Crane trying to do a bit of work there. Now coming out of it there was number 12 for the Tigers, and Newby getting tackled was Crane. Dignan gathers, goes inboard, trying to find a teammate in Malcolm. He'll go on the boot. Kicks to half forward. Bumworth leading the chase. Can he gather? No, he just overruns it. Just fumbling a little bit. Picks it up nicely now. Wheels around on that right boot inside forward 50. Moody the target, but Pepper punches it over the line. And good bit of defensive work there by Josh Pepper. And we'll go down to you, Blakey. I like this Pepper. He's a hard worker for the Hamilton Kangaroos, the number 8.
He is, mate. And also Mullendykes has been good up back also, mate. And Haylock and the captain, Reece Egan's been good for the Portland Tigers, mate.
I tell you what, he's got a pretty mean haircut to the Doctor. Dr. Pepper, he's going to go in the play again. Picked up, though, by Moody. This time just got out-pointed was Pepper. He snaps around the body and it goes through for a minor score. That takes the Portland Tigers to 2-10-22. They trail the Hamilton Kangaroos 5-4-34. 16 and a half minutes gone in this third quarter, all thanks to SunGold fresh local milk. Greg Kelson, you got some Senate stats for us, mate, up to this point in time?
Yeah, I have, Matty. Hamilton inside 50s. We're talking for the day now. They've had it 20 times inside their forward 50. And Portland, this highlights it, they've had it inside their forward 50 29 times, and yet Hamilton, as we said, have been the best finishers. 6 times centre clearances to Portland and 4 times out of the middle for Hamilton. So Portland lead the stats that suggest they should be in front, but Hamilton just been cleaner with the footy inside their 50.
Interesting.
Some good Senate stats there, and we thank Aaron Sinnott and Sinnott Accountants for sponsoring the stats here on Hampton League Live. Ball to be thrown in on the half-forward flank for the Tigers. Ball come there down to, that was Cowley, intercepted there by the Kangaroos, and that was through number 9 and Kane Quinn. Now it's Falcone, got the handball, but intercepted there by Waldron. Now to McIntosh, works it back to Quinn. That's Sam Quinn. Puts it onto the boot to centre half forward. Feely the target, and Newell. In there is Jarrett. Working hard there is Feely, pushing it forward. Jarrett now gets the handball out to Newell. Newell on the boot, has a shot at goal and dumps it! Oh! Bit of teamwork there by the Hamilton Kangaroos. And that's a lovely goal by Newell. Great work there by Jarrett. And that's a Warrnambool Gyprock goal of the day, or player of the day contender. That was simply great teamwork there, Rice Kelson.
It was. First multiple goal kicker for the day, Ryan Newell. Finished off beautifully. And look, it's getting beyond Portland now. They're going to have to reply pretty quickly here, I think. Like I said, 14-minute mark of the first quarter since they found their last goal through the agency of Jay Moody. So desperation times now for Portland. They will need to fight back now, I'd say.
What about the boys at the bar? They love that one. The Hamilton locals. He just went bang. Nice little snap over the top. And they're raising a VB glass today for our Anzac heroes. It is Anzac Day footy here at Melville Oval. Mullendykes, he's going to pump the Kangaroos into attack again. This time he chips over the top to Jared. Dances around one. I think that might have gone out of bounds on the full. I think it has. No, it hasn't. Umpire says we're going to have a ball up on that far outer side here at Hamilton's Melville Oval. Great spot to watch football from, boys, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and you just get the sense that Hamilton's got their tails up now, Matty. This next 5 minutes, I reckon, is going to tell the story of this game.
It's going to be crucial, Ice, and they get the tap down. Waldron inside forward 50. Newell's the target. In there, ball hits the ground. He's in there, Newell, once again. I really like the way he's attacked the football here from the forward 50 for the Hamilton Kangaroos. And we'll have a stoppage 40 metres out. I'll tell you what, they're coming here, the Kangaroos. Black Blackers, thanks to Isles General Store. They're really getting on top here against the Portland Tigers.
They are, Hilly, and they've got they'll have come home with a breeze in the last quarter too, mate.
They certainly will. So McIntosh wheels out the handball. Neil's going to be the target once again. Soccer there by Van Houten. Kicks it out in the favour of Ube. Again, can he keep it in? He does. Does a little bit of Palais work. He keeps on going. A lovely pickup. Puts it on the left boot. Straight down centre wing. Bumworth's going to be the target. High bounce. Punched over there by Jackson. Now he's looking for Bumworth. It's Lester on his tail. Bumworth maybe being pushed in the back. He'll get the free kick. And that just come with pure aggression and attack on the football. And Bumworth will get the free kick about 40 metres out from the Portland Tigers, right on the boundary line.
Boys, I reckon I need to say, if they don't get a goal from this foray forward, I reckon it could be curtains for Portland. I reckon very, very important time of the game.
Okay, the kick's on its way. Not going to get there. It's a big fist, and it's been rushed through from behind. Big fist over the top there for the Kangaroos. They play on quickly. Umpire says no.
He handballed it out from instead of kicking it in, Matty, from a point, he's handballed it.
He did too. They trail by 18 points here, the Tigers. I don't think he realised that maybe the ball come off the goal post.
Yeah, probably right.
It was a ricochet, and we have played 20 and a half minutes here. 17-point lead to the Hamilton Kangaroos over the Portland Tigers. The next minute or so, because there's not long to play. It's a ball up in at the goal square. They need a goal here, Portland, before three-quarter time. Can't be long to go in this third quarter. The umpire balls it up. It stacks on the mill. Hamilton getting numbers back, as you would expect. And the umpire says we're going to have a secondary bounce. And as I said, Greg Kelson, this next minute is going to be very, very important for both these teams.
I'm looking at Blackie. He's got his own little fan squad down there. A couple of young kids flocking around him, and they're probably thinking, what's this fella here doing with
what they're thinking? Is this Freddie Krueger?
I said it's a bit wet to be on there, girls, but...
so they've taken no notice of you.
Want to say hello?
So Monahan trying to keep it in for the Kangaroos and gets a hand to it. It'll be a boundary throw in right in front of Blackers on the boundary. But we might go around the grounds thanks to 1-3 Cabs getting you home safely. Nearly game ending at the MCG. Collingwood 7-14-56. Loading Essendon 5-11-41. 28 and a half minutes gone in the final term. So ball thrown in, a real contest here on centre wing. Umpire able to... get it out, so we'll have a stoppage right on centre wing. And the Hamilton Kangaroos, they've dominated this quarter. They lead by 16 points. Purcell got it straight down to Waldron. High up and under kick there by Quinn. Waters the target, couldn't quite take the mark. Worked by Egan, done well. Now the ball comes out there. Hicks trying to get it in for the Hamilton Kangaroos. Does well. Now it's a real hot potato, that ball. Working hard now is Waldron trying to get the handball out. Does so. Now it's going to be the Portland Tigers that trap it. Couldn't quite get it in his hand was Cleary Jones. High up and under kick. They kick to centre wing, and Crane's the target for the Portland Tigers.
Oh, he's all class, Crane. Just couldn't quite gather the slippery ball. On his hammer there, though, for the Kangaroos was Nathan Lester. And the ball's going to see them both out. We're going to have a ball up right in front of the Hamilton Kangaroos coaching box here at Melville Oval. It's a 16-point lead to the Kangaroos over the Portland Tigers. Not long to play in this third quarter. Our Anzac Day match of the round between the Hamilton Kangaroos and the Portland Tigers. Here's Reece Egan just trying to urge that football forward. And we're going to have another ball up. And Greg Kelson, I tell you what, there can't be long to play in this third quarter, mate, but it's going to be pretty important these next minute or so.
Yeah, I really do believe that Portland's got to get a goal here in the next couple of minutes, Matty, or they're in a lot of trouble.
Ball's going to go out again, I think, Trenny Hill, and we're going to have a ball up, big fella.
Yeah, we certainly are. So Quinn sent it over the boundary line. So Blackers and Eyes over the next half an hour, really put your heads together and try and think of that Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. There's been some big contenders from both sides, so it's going to be a hard decision today, Eyes.
Yeah, absolutely it will. There's been good players from both sides, and we'll find one amongst them, but pretty even distribution at the minute.
Not a great kick there by Caldo inside forward 50. Chopped off by Newell in defence for the Hamilton Kangaroos, and he's probably another contender, been very lively. Spots up Monahan. Good mark there on the defensive side of centre wing. The building here, the Kangaroos once again. He'll go short, finds Hicks, and they're just playing possession football.
Exactly,
keepings off.
Exactly, Hilly, yep.
They're playing keepings off, so it's young Quinn. And it's three-quarter time here in the Anzac Day clash between arch rivals Hamilton and the Portland Tigers.